Hello, beautiful people of the world. Roni and Eric here. Hello, hello.
Hello to you, wherever you are.
And today we are going to continue kind of where we stopped last week. Last week we talked about the fact that it was a month after Pesach, which means if we go back to the Israelites in the desert, they have been walking in the desert for a month, a whole cycle, a whole moon cycle.
And a month and a week now.
And yeah, now it's a month and a week, and the Israelites are getting whiny, hungry. They want meat. What's happening?
Yeah, they have entered the wilderness of Sin. And, as far as, a month ago they were slaves. And now they're on their way, all of them, they've emptied Egypt. They've got gold, they've got clothes, they've got silver, they've got bronze, copper stuff. Probably got some weapons.
They have sheep, they have cows, they have donkeys, they have
goats, camels. They got pretty much everything, except leavened bread. Think about that. They got flatbread to eat. They've got God with them all day long. When they look up, there is a pillar of cloud that is showing the way. And at night, it turns into a pillar of fire, which probably gives them some warmth in the cold, chilly desert evenings. It gives them light so they can see where they're going, because they are walking day and night. So they know God is leading them. God who sent all these strange happenings over the Egyptians. He parted the sea. They've seen all sorts of crazy stuff going on. And now
but they're still focusing on what they don't have.
Right. They were upset last week because they didn't have water to drink. They were thirsty. And so the water that was there was so-called bitter, undrinkable water. So God showed Moses a type of wood, possibly a moringa tree, and threw it into the water, and the water becomes sweet, as they call it, drinkable, fresh water. And so they were probably pretty happy, pretty relieved. And now, like you said, they're starting to complain. They want to eat meat. They're not satisfied with, what do you think they had? They didn't have any time to make provisions. They had flour to make the bread. Unleavened bread, they're probably running out of it.
Well, they have their cows and goats and sheep. I wonder why they don't eat their own meat. Or maybe they don't know how to do that. As slaves, they will get food. They won't make their own. They will get a portion every day, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. So they would use their flocks and herds for butter and cheese and cream and stuff, but not necessarily meat. Maybe?
I don't know.
Okay. So yeah.
The point is that they are not satisfied there, and they can't see what they have. They're not looking at what they have. They're looking at what they don't have, and if you think about it, that's a very human. It's a human behavior. Till today, all of us around the world have the tendency to look about what we don't have.
Even if we have a lot.
Even if we have a lot.
They even had their freedom.
They had the freedom. More than that, God is actually with them. I mean, when you mentioned the cloud and the fire, the pillar of fire, I was for a moment there thinking, wow, I can't even begin to imagine the feeling of God actually physically with me. I know God is with me, but I don't have a cloud that shows itself as God.
No.
That's really incredible, and it happens all the time through the Bible. The Israelite keep wanting, and it will happen soon in the desert. They keep want to have a physical thing that will be a god. And they actually have that as the cloud at night, and as the fire. As the cloud on daytime, and as fire at nighttime. That's pretty incredible. But for some reason, these people are not satisfied.
No. So God hears them, and he's not especially pleased. But he says, okay, he's going to send them meat to eat, and they're going to have bread as well in the morning, so that they will know that God took them out of Egypt. And yeah, it's kind of a strange formulation. And the bread that they get in the morning is the manna, the man.
Man, yes, man in Hebrew.
Mm-hmm. Manna, or mana in the Muppet Show. Do 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 do. Mana do 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 do.
Mana.
Do 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 do. Yes. So notice that Kermit, when he introduces the song, he asks about the manna. What is it? He says, I don't know. And so you can go. And man, will that come from ma?
No, we don't know either. I don't know.
Okay.
Where does it come from?
So, anyway, like we talked about last week, everything that the Israelites do know, their foundation, their basis for their of knowledge as a people, and like you said, their laws and everything we're gonna tack on an extra one now, because not only are they going to get their hunger satisfied, but they also get a rule, a law, or reminded of a law, which is the Sabbath. And God is going to miraculously give them 2 days worth of food on the 6th day, so that they don't have to go out and gather. Kind of like going to the grocery store and filling up your cart before the weekend. So you can just concentrate on doing that. And it's a test, or a trial.
It says it's going to try them.
Yeah, to see if they'll obey, which is kind of strange. You'd think that they would just say, yeah, sure, no problem. Hey, hook us up with 2 days worth of food. We'll stay home. And they don't. Or some of them don't. There's always someone.
Right.
But the thing is that, kind of moving on here, it mentions that there were some who went out on the Sabbath in the morning to gather up some of this manna, and there wasn't any. And God gets upset. And he says, how long are you people going to be, you men going to be, disobedient, stubborn? And everyone kind of gets the blame collectively. We're responsible for our neighbors, you might say. If you see your neighbor going out, in this case on the Sabbath, looking for stuff he's not supposed to, someone probably should have told him to come in. You know, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that, but nobody did. And so it's. But anyway, they get added on. They're getting things gradually. They're learning something maybe every day.
They're being reborn in a way.
Yeah, and then they're still.
And that's why they're whining, maybe. It's a new beginning, it's unfamiliar. Maybe they're super scared. Maybe, they're walking through the unknown. Being a slave is not fun, but it's familiar. You know what you're going to do in the morning, you know what you're going to do in the night. Ironically, there is some sort of safety there because there is no unknown. And now they're in the desert walking towards the unknown, and they need to trust God, and they need to trust Moses. And I guess it's a difficult thing to trust. It's not easy to us humans. So we start whining, saying, I don't want to, I don't have it, I want something else. I think it comes from fear, and
a lot of us, you go to work day after day. You're told what to do, and this is your task. And we all want something better, or we're told that we want something better, that we're supposed to want something better. Interesting. Maybe we want. Do we want too much? Or is it? It must be okay to want.
Yes, of course it's okay to want. I think it's where your focus is at. Is it on I have or I don't have?
The glass half full and half empty. Kind of thing?
Just what you're looking at in your when you wake up in the morning. Are you, oh yay, I have some bread and cheese, or oh, I wish I had
peanut
butter. And even if you wake up in the morning and you wish you had peanut butter, that's okay, but still being pleased with the fact that you have the cheese, that's the way to go. But we're not trained to just be simply grateful and happy. We are trained for some reason to look at what we don't have. And well, so I think it will be nice to encourage our listeners to just stop for a minute and check what is it that you're whining about, and don't judge yourself about it. Just remember, Torah is in my opinion is an ongoing thing. It happens all the time to everybody, and each and every one of us is in some kind of a desert all the time, or leaving Egypt all of the time. And what we can do is just do it better every time that we kind of catch ourselves in this situation. And so just stop and think where you are in your life right now, and what are you whining about, and don't judge yourself about it. Just kind of let it go, and then shift your focus into what you have, and you'll feel good. I'm pretty sure about it. What do we have? What can we say?
We have both cheese and peanut butter.
Yeah, but we have a roof under our head. We have over under our head. a roof over our head.
We got each other.
We got each other. We have a special visitor
Yes.
hanging out with us, which is a blessing.
We have relatively good health.
Yes.
We got a little bit of money.
We have a fan.
We have a fan.
It's very hot today.
It is 33 degrees, like 91.
But the fan is doing a pretty good job.
Yes.
So, yay.
Now we've made our own iced tea.
Yeah.
The little things, you know. And
Also the big things.
we don't have beef either.
Yeah, we're going beef shopping tomorrow.
We kind of want beef. You know, it's been some holidays here in Cyprus, so the shops have been closed, and we don't have any beef to barbecue. And it's not upsetting us, but
Not at all.
it should be nice to. It will be nice to have beef one day.
Yeah.
And so.
So
We're kind of like the ancient Israelites, only we don't have to walk all day and all night.
how so?
Because we don't have any meat either.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's our thoughts for
Yes.
today,
Yes.
and we're happy to share them with you. Make sure
Mm.
you follow, subscribe, like all these things.
Yeah, we hope you like the beach video that's accompanied this. This is just outside of Launica, Cyprus, on a pleasant beach.
And
Enjoy your spring. Bye-bye, everybody.
bye for now.
Hey.